Okay, I was originally supposed to get this out at least a week ago, but apparently the original footage got corrupted, so I had to do it all over again. So I had to record this at a pretty random time. While I'm actually recording this, the gameplay footage is separate. Obviously, I mean, you can tell by my avatar. Now, the only reason I'm recording this separately is because apparently the plane heist, it just comes at a pretty random time. And I tried to record it the previous day, like right now it's Saturday, but I tried to record it on Friday and it just wasn't appearing for quite a while. So I don't exactly know. I'm still not sure as to when it arrives, but it just arrives at some point. So I'm gonna try to make this a little more. I'm just gonna try to summarize what I got through the footage that I got while doing the plane heist. So apparently, I think I might have taken the long way, but I just took the long way, and that probably wasted my time a little bit, but at least I thought at first. But I was right on time, and there was a funny thing because when I arrived at the plane, I completely forgot that earlier, before, like way before I started recording, I had already reset my avatar, so I lost everything: my gun, my C4, my cargo card. The cargo card is apparently something that you need for the plane heist to remove the wall, the force field, whatever you want to call it. And apparently, I had forgotten that, so I had to go inside of the airport to look for it. But luckily, it was in one of the spots where I was the closest to. If you don't know, the cargo card apparently appears at some random spots within the airport. I only know one of them is around the seats, at like around maybe the right or left end of the airport on the first floor, if I'm not wrong. The one which is right next to the clothing shop, if I'm not wrong. And then there's one which, well, I already had shown you guys, and I think, well, I don't think I know any other place, or maybe it's up in that watchtower or command tower, or whatever you want to call it. But it's there, it's there. As in, those are the only places I know. I don't know anywhere else. So apparently, yeah, the plane heist, it just comes up at some random times, and I was spamming over and over on that keypad thing to try and open it. But as you can tell, I wasn't at the right altitude yet. I had to get to a certain height in order to do it. So honestly, just if you're just in the plane, start spamming it over and over. But it was a funny little problem because at some point I just randomly got kicked out of the plane for some reason. I don't know if it was something I did or if the game was just starting to break for some reason, but it just happened. And apparently that's not the first time that happened, but I'll get to that in a bit. So luckily for me, yeah, obviously as you could tell, the vault was sapphire. So that was a good one. But I think the loot is all always the same. It's just the gold bricks and then gold and sapphire inside of it. I don't think it ever changes. At least I might be wrong about that, but I'm not sure. You need a C4 to blow it up, and it crashes. It crashes at some point, but you can still get the loot even after it crashes. But that's also a little funny story because I got kicked out of the plane again because, wait, actually not. I kind of messed up the order a bit, but apparently I figured out that for some reason you could lower the ramp or just raise it up for some reason, even especially while it was crashing. I do not know why that's a feature, but apparently it's a feature, especially while it's just about to crash on the map, which doesn't exactly make sense at all once you think about it. But for some reason, when I did that, it kicked me out of the plane again. And well, I just had to skydive down there. I don't remember what I did, but I did something. Well, I think I'd already gotten the loot, so it wasn't exactly a problem for me. I wanted to see what would happen if I stayed on the plane while it crashed. I mean, I'll probably just get knocked down pretty hard, but I mean, I'd probably survive, honestly. I think it would just let me survive, but I would just be knocked down. But since obviously I wasn't getting targeted, it was a small server, barely anyone was there, I would just get auto revived, no problem. I'm glad they have that feature. So apparently, yeah, as I said before, you can go ahead and get the loot even after the plane has crashed. You just have to be at the exact location where it crashed and you can just get your loot back. And yeah, it's not a bad heist, it's a good heist.